Hey, 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 welcome, welcome. It's Friday Reads Live. Hi, Teresa. How are you? Happy Friday. Happy Friday to anybody else who's out there who may or may not be commenting. We're going to wait until a few more people get into the house, and then we'll talk about what I'm reading and what y'all are reading today and this weekend. So, I had the day off today, so that was nice. It's always good having a day off because having a day off is, you know, you got to take advantage when you got it. So I'm making myself a cup of tea while I'm waiting for the people to come in the house. Wait 1 second. Just give it a stir. Take my tea bag out. And today I'm using my mug from Monica's shop, which is called Sealy, Dreaming of Sealy. So if you're interested in having nice book covers and mugs and bookmarks, she makes bookmarks now. Go check out Dreaming of Sealy over on Etsy. This is a mug from Monica's shop, Dreaming Sealy of Sealy, which is gifted to me by the lovely Lashonda. If you're out there, Lashonda, thank you so much for this mug again. Every time I drink out of it, I think of you, but love this mug. Okay. Mm. All right, let's see who's in the house. Hello, hello, Bukola. How are you? I miss seeing you. Hopefully, you'll be at the book club on Sunday. Oh, yeah. You're off today too, Teresa. Yes. Love you off. Friday ain't nothing like a Friday off, honey. That is, I think Friday is my favorite day of the week in general because I usually have that day off and it just starts the weekend. I love a good Friday off. Okay. Welcome, lady. How are you? Welcome, Dr. Raymond in the house. D in the house early. Hey girl, how you doing? What is everybody reading? Mm, Let me tell you what I'm reading. Okay, first I have on my list is this one right here, which is The Belly of the Atlantic, Batu Diom. And this is the French version, Le Ventre de l'Atlantique. And this is what we're reading in the Read Solid Book Club this month, which we'll be discussing on Sunday. And I cannot wait. I'm not all the way through the book yet. I'm maybe a third in, but I've been trying to go back and forth between the two. I'm not going to be able to make all of the French version, but I'm kind of doing both and a little bit of skimming in the French and reading the English, full on. But I'm enjoying this. I hope the ladies that are in the book club are enjoying it as well. Fatou Diom she's quite the lady. I hope you guys get a chance to watch the video that I put up on the Patreon. It's like an interview with her. It was the only interview that I could find where there was subtitles in English, but I think it's a really good one. So one that I'm reading right now, and of course, the new Negro. you know. So that's what I'm reading. The New Negro and The Belly of the Atlantic, Fatou Diop. All right. So that's what I'm reading today and this weekend. All right. Now, what y'all reading? Let me see. Let's see. Okay, Raymond is reading Percival Everett James. Okay. And Jimmy's Blues. Very nice. Great reads there. Oh, hey Celeste, how are you? Oh, Celeste, you're off today too. All right. Oh, but you had to go to the DMV. That must have not felt like a day off though. Hey, who? Hey, Curtis. Okay, so Celeste is reading an arc from Omar Tari. It's called Control. Okay. Welcome, Val. How are you? What are you reading? Shay is reading James and Masquerade by Oo Yomi. Okay. Um, okay, so D is reading Evil Eye by Etaf Ram. I can't wait to get to my copy of Etaf Ram. Of Evil Eye. I don't know. I probably won't get to Evil Eye until like June or something like that. D is she's good. She's reading Blood Justice and Lone Women. Wait, Blood Justice, is this the one? I don't remember who wrote that, Blood Justice. Just finished grocery shopping with my mother. Oh, poems by Kevin Powell. Very nice. Let's see. Tracy. She's reading The New Negro. She's reading it with Morgan and I. And Wings of what is this? Wait. Wings of Red. Wings of Red for a book club. Okay. I don't know Wings of Red. Who wrote it and what's it about? Um, okay, you said reading the oh, you're reading the Priory of the Orange Tree. Wow. Okay, girl. Get it with your fantasy. Get your fantasy on. Everything is not enough. Okay, that's the second book of Every Mirror She's Black. I still haven't read Every Mirror She's Black, but I probably need to get down to that one too. Um, hey, I'm Alola. How are you? Terry J. Walker is book 2 from the Debts. Okay. Hey, Phyllis, how are you? Okay, so Phyllis is reading The Arc of Devil is Fine by John Bircher. Okay, I don't know that one, haven't heard about it. And I Who Have Never Known Men by Jacqueline Hartman. Oh, I like that title. That sounds super interesting, that title. Mm, don't know, but it sounds interesting. Hey DL, welcome. What are you reading? Are you off today too? Because a couple of us are off today, which is kind of cool. Curtis just finished Dark Testament and Other Poems by Polly Murray. Okay. And she's still reading Girls Like Us by Randy Pink and The Color of Law by Richard Rothstein. Okay. Amalola is reading If You Want to Make God Laugh by Bianca Murray. Yeah, I like her writing. I haven't read that one, but I read her other one. I can't remember what that first one was called right now, but I really liked her first one. And I think I have a copy of that one as well, but I have not read it yet. If you want to make God laugh. Yeah, it's set in South Africa, exactly. Also finishing up Belly of the Atlantic. Yay. Raymond said yes to Dark Testament. Ooh, okay. Uh, okay, Tracy said her book Wings of Red is by James W. Jennings. It's fiction about an educator who becomes unhoused. Okay. Uh, oh yeah, okay. So Phyllis says she off every Friday. I'm usually off every Friday too, but every now and then there can be one to say hiccup because I have to have a class on in the morning or the early afternoon or something. But in general, I'm off on Fridays, and I like it that way. Uh, oh, you work 4 to 10 hours. Wait, what do you do, Phyllis? Are you what are you in nursing or what do you do? Let's see. D said finishing up Rooted. Okay. The American Legacy of Land Theft and the Modern Movement for Black Land Ownership by Bria. It's Bria Baker. Okay. And it's an arc. Okay. Okay. DL said no, she's not off today, but meetings are over. That's all that counts. The meetings are over. Oh, you're about to go gray. Okay. Okay, I get it. I hear, but I'm not. Okay, I get you. I get you. Um, let's see. We got Paula says hello to everybody. She finished James this week and started All Sinners Bleed. Okay, that's another one. I haven't read any of his stuff. I need to read some stuff. Um, S.A. Cosby. I haven't read any in his stuff. Uh, Paula said, I picked up the new Negro and Lonesome Dove. I'm hoping to start reading them this weekend. Ooh, you picked up two excessively long books. I don't know if you did that on purpose or if you know what when you did that, but the new Negro is like 1,000 pages, 980, 800 some pages. And I think Lonesome Dove is about the same. Wow. That's challenging. Good luck with it. Good luck with it. Okay, so DL says she's not reading anything. Okay. Bouncing around a few books. So you're trying to find what works for you. Oh, you're way ahead of your what is your annual goal, DL? I'm not sure. What is your annual goal? Probably like 200 books or something. Um, okay, so Curtis says to Raymond, Dark Testament was excellent. Liked her poetry collection better than James Baldwin, surprisingly. Ooh, okay. All right. Oh, it's the first time you're reading Murray. Yeah, her other book was real good. I really liked it. I thought it was it was an interesting book. I like the way she writes. At least for me, the first book it felt very authentic as I could know South Africa authentic, if you know what I mean. But I thought it felt authentic, and it was a very well written book, and it was a good storyline. Uh, okay, Deal said she listened to a bit of the Morning Show Murders by Al Roker and some other author. This was a dual writing effort. And listened to it, and it was too slow to me. And Al's voice is not suited for the genre. Oh yeah, the audiobook is not anything. That I feel like it's almost like it has to be an exact science. Like it's almost quite evident when somebody's voice is not jiving with what they're reading, and it's glaring when the two don't jive. So I'm always wondering when they hear somebody reading they've asked this person to read the book, and then they're reading the book and they realize, ooh, their voice ain't working. Why do they insist on keeping them instead of just getting somebody else whose voice is better? I mean, I don't know why they do that. I'm gonna say couldn't take the FOMO anymore. Have ordered King. Yes. Yeah, you're gonna love it. King is that book is the bomb. It's good. It's real good. Uh okay. Yeah, Dale said, I think E did a good job with it. He did. He did an excellent job with it. Teresa said to Phyllis, we have the 4 to 10 work option, but I couldn't do those long days. I can barely do 8. Yeah, it also what you're doing because there's some things it's just long hours doing certain jobs. It's just oof, it's grueling. Well, that's what I thought, but I didn't want to be presumptuous, Raymond. DL be reading like 300 books a year. That's what I thought. Oh, you're in IT. Wow, you must be exhausted after a 10-hour day. Oh my God. 10 hours of IT, girl. Woo, yowza. Okay, DL said it's 150 is her usual goal. Oh, your minimum is 100 to 150. Oh, wow. Girl, go ahead. If you can read all that, go ahead. Um, Amala says she's trying to add a lot more nonfiction to her reading. Okay. Might as well go with by the people in here. Yeah. You can't go wrong with King. You're gonna find that a really good reading experience. Yeah, don't be lying on me, Raymond. Uh okay, Olivia says she's reading Zone by Colson Whitehead and starting One Blood today, reading The Art of the Sonnet and loving it. Okay, also reading The Circle with Indigenous Book Club. Bread and Circus Awesome book. Okay. The Circle. The Circle. Is that is that The Circle by what's his name? Yes, I read a book called The Circle. I didn't love it though. It's the same one that you're reading. I don't know if it's the same one though. The literary layer says hello and is reading The Edge of the Plane by James Crawford. Okay, I haven't heard of that one. DL said AI is trying to get his James Peterson on, which I fully support, but he should not Al, sorry, Al. But he should not read these titles. He's so great for a memoir or nonfiction. Okay, yeah, well, but this the people who are soliciting him to read it, they should obviously know that his voice isn't bitten. I don't know why they keep insisting. That's it. Because it's quite evident for us as listeners and readers when we hear the audiobook we can say, oh hell no, what is going on here? You can just hear that it doesn't work. But I don't know how that works. Amalola just bought Zane at a lib sale. Okay. Sorry, Zone. Zone, yeah. Oh, so you read because it's a zombie book, Zone by Colson Whitehead, and I don't know if it's good or not, but it seems like every time somebody mentions Zone, they hate it. So I don't know what to think. I'm not. I have it, but I haven't ventured towards that. I'm venturing towards his other stuff, but I don't know about Zone because I've not heard anything good about it, so I don't know what to think. Okay, so Olivia says she said about halfway through she'll let us know. Okay, so Lola said, I don't get why a 4-day work week means I have to work longer on regular days. I don't get that either. It don't make no sense. Make like here in France, it's 35 hours a week. And a lot of people have flexible hours to come in and to leave work. So let's say, for instance, you come in at 8:30, then you could leave at 4:30 or 5. Or if you come in at 10, then you're going to work all the way to 6. So it's pretty flexible for the leaving and coming, but it's a 35-hour work week. So it's not because you come in on 4 days, unless for some reason they're trying to try to psychologically make you believe that you need to work more because it's on more hours. But that's just because in America, everybody just has to work a lot of freaking hours. I don't know, what is it, 50, 60-hour work week or something? Here they don't do that. They don't do that because nobody will work that much. It's just too damn much working, 60 hours a week. And you come home, you're completely busted. Then you get sick easily. And then in the States, they don't even want to give you time off to get yourself together because you're sick. That's too much. It's too much. So they just opt to work 35 hours a week. If you get sick, you stay home and you get yourself well, you get your doctors or whatever you need, your medication and all the rest of that. Get yourself together. It's paid and bring yourself back to work. Unless for some reason you work like me, with specific people, specific hours. So I won't get I won't get my salary reimbursed if I get sick. So, but my husband does if he gets sick. So I totally get it. It doesn't really make sense, but that's probably a psychological thing that making people work 10-hour days because it's only 4 days. Hey, Curly Q. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Amalola's in IT, barely making it through the regular 8-hour days without needing to tap out. I can imagine IT. I mean, it takes everything out of you. So I'm not surprised that you need a moment to tap out. I think, like I said, I think everybody should be working 35 hours a week because you can get all your work done in 35 hours a week. France is one of the most productive countries in the world. and everybody works for 35 hours a week. So America needs to stop beating their workers down. They're beating them dead. It's ridiculous. Um, okay, Curly Q said she started Mystery Guest by Nina Prose. Okay, on audio. It's just okay. All right. Not as good as the first story. Okay, The Maid. All right. Mary says she's reading The Black Man. The Black Man Dies First. Horror cinema fodder Robin R. Means Coleman. Okay, I don't know it. The literary layer said, another person in IT. Wow. And also can barely make it through 8 hours. I'm on 4 month maternity leave and never felt so relaxed. Started my garden. See, that's the thing. You gotta take care of yourself. Because those long ass days will kill you. They will kill you. They'll knock you out. Okay, yours the circle met an indigenous author. Okay. Okay, great. Uh yeah, Brendan Circuit's poetry, a poetry book. Okay. Oh, you listen to it on Everland. Okay. Hey, Latrice. Okay, see, Latrice didn't like Zone, but what I'm saying. I gotta wait and see what other people are saying. But I'm anyway because I'm a girl. Like you said, I don't do zombies and werewolves. I'm on the brink of banning aliens. Just saying. Oh my God. Olivia says not a gory zombie book. Okay. All right. Uh yeah, you paid $1, so it's okay. You not if you don't like it, you could just probably put it on the table and nobody would know. Yeah. Okay, so Val said her reading is slow at the moment. I think mine is slowing down as well, mostly because this big old huge chunker of a book, The New Negro, is hanging over me like a cloud. And I'm trying my best to try because my goal is to finish it by the end of next month. I'm not going past the end of next month. It's not going to happen. So I gotta stay focused. Focused. Let's see. Yeah, literary layer said I'd love a 35-hour or less work week. Yeah. Well, that's what most people work is 35 hours. They don't work more than 35 hours. Now, my husband works more than 35 hours because he's a manager, but he's an engineer. But like people that have regular jobs, they work 35 hours a week. They do not work 60 hours a week. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Uh, okay, Paula said she tried to get through Zone, but she couldn't get through it. She says Colson is a hit or miss for her. And I feel like because he never writes the same book twice either. He's a little bit like Percival, like that. Does not write the same book twice. Writes about all kinds of things, but none of them resemble the other. Yeah, 35 hours is cool. Uh, yeah, they do need to stop it with that mess. Yeah, because they're making you work way too many hours. And then they're not taking into consideration the idea that psychologically and physically you have to be well to work. And if you're not having any time off because you're going from one job to another job, or because you're working at the same job, these crazy hours a week, you're not there's going to be a moment where you're gonna have like a health issue or be sick, get a cold, the COVID, a flu, something, because you're not giving yourself oxygen, you're not oxygenating yourself. And that's really important, that people do stuff outside of their job. because if you don't, you will have a mishap at some point. Okay, Mary says, I am a horror head, so oh, you love a good monster. Okay. And a good bump in the night. Okay. Um, that which is why I love my company. They are sick days, mental health days, volunteer days, and vacation. Now that's fantastic. They even have volunteer days. Come on now. That's what I'm talking about. Bye, Raymond. Catch that meeting. Okay, now you see, it's funny. The Heaven and Earth grocery store is also starting to be one of those books that people are giving me mixed reviews on. Okay, in the beginning, everybody was saying how much they loved it. I would say nothing but good stuff. Now I'm hearing people pulling back because they said the same thing, it has too many characters. And I think this is a functioning of James McBride's writing. I think this is just maybe how he writes. Uh, I've started to read it yet. Okay, Mary didn't like Zone either. Yeah, I feel like it's when an author throws a bunch of characters at the beginning of the book. This is I don't think it's the best. I mean, I don't really think it's the best when they do that. It kind of puts the reader onto a unsteady, beginning of reading, and it can be very difficult for reader to get in the groove and then start to understand what is going on and who these characters are. And this was why I never finished Deacon King Kong. I think I might have read maybe up to page 50, and I just got sick to death of the characters. They just kept coming and coming and coming, and they weren't stopping. So, I mean, when you're reading Zola, it's a lot like that as well. He puts a lot of characters in the beginning, but it's literally the beginning. So, like maybe the first 50 pages or 30 pages. And the thing is, the difference is when he puts the characters in, they really are in like a particular setting. So you're able to grasp who the characters are and overrun and realize, oh my God, there's too many of them before you can realize what's really going on. So you have to be patient for that. But then it for Deacon King Kong, it never seemed to want to stop, or spread out. So I'm always a little dubious with character banning. I don't I think if I ever wrote a book, it would never be like that. I don't think that would be my way to go. Oh, be careful, Kay. Yes, my husband's a chemical engineer though. Oh, you have an engineering undergrad. Cool. Um, okay, so Lauren finished Sankofa, but she gave it 3 stars. And now she's reading The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. Yeah, it's not bad, that one. I mean, I think I gave it a 3.5 or 4 stars, something like that. Um, yeah, some people like that. I don't know. Deacon King Kong, it rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know. Everything about it just wasn't jiving with me, and so I just quit it because I said if I slip through this one, it's going to put me in a reading slump. So I just quit it. Mm, oh God, I don't remember. That's a good question. Did the Good Lord Bird have a lot of characters in me? I don't remember it having a lot of characters in the beginning. I don't remember it having a lot of characters, but it's been a long time since I read that book. I don't remember it being, yeah, like bombarded with too many main characters in the beginning. I don't remember that being a problem. Yeah, I like that. There's nothing wrong with having a lot of characters in a book. It's just that I don't like it when they all come all up at the beginning, and I don't have time to process who's doing what and who's who. That's the part that I have a problem with, because usually when these characters arrive, we don't necessarily remember who they are because there's just a shit ton of them. And it takes you almost half the book to remember who they all are. And for me, that's the issue I have with a lot of the characters. Although I know when you're talking about an insular community, you have to talk about a lot of different characters. So, like, we read once this book by a Naguib Mahfouz. Oh, I can't remember. It was called Midak Alley. And Midak Alley is a book that focuses on a portion of a street or an alley called Midak in Cairo. It's sort of like the end of a road, the end of a street, and it had a lot of characters in it as well. But the way he did it was genius, because we didn't have them all piled up on top of each other. He found a way to kind of disperse them in like the first third of the book without them feeling like they were all up, on up to page 30. We were reading about all these different characters. He did it in a way where it was if we were walking through this neighborhood. So it was easy to to follow the characters, and he was very good at pinpointing what he wanted us to see of these characters. And I feel like that's also something that helps it be a little easier to digest so many characters and understand, is when the author gives you the vision of each character in the way that the things that he wants you to see from them right away. Uh, Possibly he possibly does do more plot, more character development. Well, they better all serve a purpose, because if they don't, and I'm like looking at them with the side eye, like, why are you putting all these people? They don't. Mm. Okay, so it does come together, Deacon King Kong. Okay, that's good. Yeah, but Teresa, it doesn't have a lot of characters in the beginning. I don't remember that, right? Reassure me. How are you? Sarah's reading Every Living Thing, The Great and Deadly Race to Know All Life by Jason Roberts. I mean, I don't have anything like I managed with Zola to do it, but I did for some of his books, I did have to write down the characters, or at least what I would do is I would tab all of the pages with the different with every time there was a new character, and they always are in like the first 50 pages of the book. But then as the book spreads out, you start to see the characters in the storyline. But when the characters are introduced, they're introduced in a way that is on character. So if they want you to see the character as being a shifty person, then you see that. If you want to see them to be a simple person, that. So in the end, you start to groove a little bit better with it. Mm. Hey, Billy. Yeah, this character spreadsheet is a little bit too much. And also, if I remember correctly, it was 2020 when I was trying to read Deacon King Kong. So I had no patience for that shit. It was 2020. I remember I was trying to read it. I think it was 2020. And I was like, nah, this ain't working. And it was the same year. 2020, I was doing the booktube prize, and my patience was already tried because I was having to read a couple of books that I was just like, I'd rather slit my throat than read these books. That bad. Hey, Nicole. No, we don't really do horror like that. Me and Tracy. My God. I hope your April is getting better. Yeah, I don't remember that being a problem with the Good Lord Bird. I remember enjoying that book. So I was really surprised when I picked up Deacon King Kong. I was like, "What is this?" I was throwed off. Okay, as they say, I was throwed off. Uh, no, I mean, I think most people like it, but some saying they couldn't get on board with it. Too many. Yeah, I was throwed off, girl. I don't know what to tell you. Um, I haven't tried to read it yet, though. Well, I hope it gets better, quicker, quicker, quick. Mm. So, I mean, I I mean, I'll see what it's like. I have to do my video for my book club here in Normandy. We have our long list is out, so I'll be doing a video for that. If I remember, somebody had suggested the Heaven and Earth grocery store. So who knows? I might get picked. I don't know. It has even more characters than Deacon King Kong. Oh hell. I don't know. It don't sound like my cup of tea with that many characters. I don't know. We'll have to see how they're presented. Because maybe he's improved on his the way he introduces the characters. Even though there are a lot of them, if he introduces them a little better, maybe I could get on board with it. But I don't know. Mm, there's got to be a better way. Let's just put it that way. But like I said, Zola be doing the same thing. You have all them characters in the beginning. You're like, oh Lord Jesus. And some books it's a little bit more overwhelming than others, but yeah, that's I don't know, we'll see. Who knows? Maybe I will like it, but I would like to read one of his older books from Deacon King Kong because I feel like the newer ones, are the newer ones, but I think I need to go back and read one or two of his older ones first. Um so we'll see. We will see. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. But I mean, as a whole, I think more people like the Heaven and Earth grocery store than dislike it, in my opinion. Because I really had heard nothing but good stuff, and I just started hearing bad stuff. Just recently, I've just heard people here there going, saying they didn't love it or whatever for different reasons. But I mean, I still think a lot more people like it than dislike it. But this here again, the only way to know is to pick up the book and try it for yourself. That's the only way. You have that, and that was the thing. That was the title I was thinking of. Teresa had sung. I have that one, and the other one with the black soldiers in Italy. I have that one as well, and I have his what is it called? The color. Is it called the color of water? The one about his mama, his white mama, taking care of him and his brothers. I have that one as well. So I'm kind of like more focused on the idea of reading one of those, particularly a song yet sung. Read that one first before tackling, the Heaven and Earth grocery store. It can wait, particularly if my book club chooses it. Then I will just put it on the side and I will read that later. I will not, attempt to read it now. I'll wait. So I'll read read some of his older stuff because or you know what it might be? His writing may have changed. So like the it was before he's evolved and now he's writing books. He's using a different tactic, the way he writes his books, which happens to writers when they write a long time. So yeah, Santa Ana and well, I've heard nothing good but good stuff about The Color of Water. I hadn't heard anything about Santa Ana. I don't think a lot of people have read that one. But The Color of Water, a lot of people said that one is really good. So I'd be happy to get to any of those. Santa Ana, Song Yet Sung, The Color of Water. I'm game. And then we'll see. We'll see what happens. Now, we're in April, so we're one quarter of the way in the year 2024. I don't know about y'all, but it's going way too fast for me. I feel like it's a blur in front of my eyes. It's going so fast. Um, okay, good. KK's home safe. Kay said she liked both Song Yet Sung and The Color of Water. Okay. But Kay, have you read The Heaven and Earth Grocery Store? Oh, Phyllis, you read the Heaven and Earth Grocery Store, I'm sure. What did you think? Yeah, I think Song Yet Song, I'm gonna like that one. But for the moment, the only one I've read is The Good Lord Bird, and that was so long ago. I can barely remember it. I might have to get back and because I haven't he's not been the author that has been on my top list though. So I think I've been a little bit all over the place with some writers, and I haven't been able to actually dig in. Like I haven't dig had a chance to dig in well on Percival Everett just yet. I mean, I've only read So Much Blue, Erasure. I am not Sidney Poitier and the Trees. So I've only read four, but like I have at least another 4 or 5 novels I could read from Percival Everett. And I need to read more Baldwin, a couple of Baldwin's fiction that I would like to read that I have not read yet. I haven't read any Baldwin yet this year, so that's bad. What else have I not read? I have not read any more William Melvin Kelly, although I have a few that are going to be on my list to read this year. Who else have I not read? I haven't read any Walter Mosley in like 2 years, which is like, ugh, I need to get back to Walter Mosley. Mm. A lot of year left. Yeah, I'm sure I will get to Baldwin for sure. I think we might be reading something Baldwin in the Read So Lit book club later on in the year, but I would like to read something else so as well. So I don't doubt. I know I'll get it in. I just have to make sure that I don't let the year fly the fuck by and not get to it because it be that fast. Okay, it's going fast. Uh, uh, what do you mean you've never finished a Baldwin? Come again? Are you mad, girl? Come on now. Like, have you not read If Beale Street Could Talk? That one is fantastic. And it's not even long. So good. Another one that's really good, which is my favorite, is Another Country. Mm, okay, well, Phyllis, how do you feel about that? Facilitating the discussion of erasure. I think you would be fantastic with that. So mostly will also be in Houston in June. Oh, he's got a new book coming out. All right. Well, I need to get on the old stuff that I got from Walter. Well, I think you should do it. Erasure is such a great book to discuss. Now, I don't know, it depends on what is the crowd and the book club like. What is the crowd like, Phyllis? Come on now. Give us the details. Giovanni's Room is short too. It's excellent. Really good. But Another Country is definitely my favorite. But I did enjoy reading Giovanni's Room. I did enjoy reading If Beale Street Could Talk. It's a beautifully written. It's devastating, but beautifully written. Oh, well then don't facilitate it if if you don't like to reread, then don't do it. Because in order to facilitate it, you would need to reread it. And if you're not into rereading it, you don't really want to reread it, then you might have to pass on that. Maybe offer to facilitate a book that you haven't read yet, that you're having to read for the book club for the first time. It might be better. Um, okay, so you started Giovanni's Room in Another Country and you didn't finish either one of them. Say what? Well, I think you should read If Beale Street Could Talk because it's not just about prison; it's about community. Um, it's also about community. Um, I quite liked it. I mean, those are the ones that I've read so far, and fiction wise from James. If Beale Street Could Talk, Giovanni's Room, Another Country. I've read Jimmy's Blues, his poetry collection. I've read The Fire Next Time, and I've read what's that other one? I can't think of the name of the other one. I Am Not Your Negro, but I still need to read what's that one? It's like Nobody Knows My Name. Is that what it is? I think it's called Nobody Knows My Name. And the other one is Go Tell It on the Mountain. I haven't read that one yet either. I will eventually get to Heaven and Earth Grocery Store, but I'm going to read his older work first. Particularly if my book club chooses a Heaven and Earth Grocery Store, we probably won't read it until 2025, unless we decide to read it sometime at the end of this year. Because our new we vote and then we start reading in October. So if the Heaven and Earth Grocery Store falls this year, I'll be reading into my book club. If it doesn't fall to next year, then this year I will read some of his older stuff. But I'm gonna read from James McBride. My priority will be to read his older work. Yeah, it was good. I saw it on TV here. But I saw it with the French version. Somebody was doing it in French, and the person that got to do it was this French rapper he did it so well. I did too, Teresa. I liked the movie as well. It was beautifully filmed. I don't remember who filmed it though. Do you remember who did that film? I can't remember. Mm, I don't remember, but I thoroughly enjoyed the film. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's definitely taken a turn since probably Deacon King Kong. That's fairly new. I think so. Yes, yes, Nicole. The same director who did Moonlight. There's things in If Beale Street Could Talk, that I still can see in my mind because it was so beautifully filmed. Just really well done, that movie. Yeah, when you said the moon, yeah, that's it. It's him. Barry Jenkins. That's it. That's it. That's it right there. But beautifully filmed. Definitely a must see, but I would say read the book first. It's a fairly short one. If Beale Street could talk, that one is a fairly short one. But yeah, I need to get on the Baldwin. I've been ignoring Baldwin. I don't know why, but I just like haven't really been picking it up. So I will definitely make an effort for that. I don't know what I'll read next month because I'm just so trying to get through this month. Mm. I know I will still be reading the New Negro. That's for damn sure. Mm. Oh, the Underground Railroad. Yeah, yeah, I think he did, but I didn't see it. I didn't see the adaptation of the Underground Railroad because it was on something like Hulu or something like that, and I didn't get a chance to. So I didn't get a chance to see it. And right now, I think Them is on Amazon Prime, but I'm scared to watch it because I'm like, that's gonna be too. That's gonna give me the heebie-jeebies, and I'm like, I'm not gonna watch it. Oh, when you're watching Rustin, very nice. Yeah, Coleman Domingo's guy is getting the business. He's just the man right now. He's on everybody's lips. Coleman, he's on everybody's lips right now. So that's that. But book wise, in the year going by, I feel like I'm reading. I mean, like I'm on track, but it just feels like things are just moving too fast for me. I'm gonna need things to slow down because I feel like it's going so fast. I'm not able to process everything. Um, so yeah, it's special. This year is special. How fast it feels like it's flying by. And I'm not sure why that is, but it feels like we just started a new year and now we're already, about to get into the month of May. That's fucking frightening. Like that's too close to 6 months gone now. And so yeah, we're just gonna have to buckle down and ooh, The Sympathizer is so good. That book is so freaking intense, but so, so, so good. I don't know about S.A. Cosby because I don't own any S.A. Cosby, but I will definitely be reading love songs at some point this year, but it's not gonna be probably until I don't know, maybe summer or something. I don't think it means I need a vacation. I just I just need to process. It just doesn't seem like I don't know, it just doesn't seem like the year I've had enough time to do anything, and time is just by. Um, I will be reading love songs. I just can't tell you when, but it'll be sometime this year. Um, oh, you watched it on Prime. Oh, okay, maybe I can still watch it. Maybe I can see if I can still watch it on Prime. I'm not sure about that. Mm, I'm not sure I could watch it on Prime here. But I will be reading love songs. It's just that it's another long book. I cannot it's a super long book. I can't ingurgitate another one beside this one. I have to finish the first. And I have to finish it first. It could be. Yeah, it could be as you get older. It's true. Time, you become more aware of time. When you're a child, you're not really aware of time. Well, you're aware of time, but when you're a child, everything you hate doing seems to last an eternity. I can remember my math classes used to seem like they lasted a damn eternity. I hated math class. And when I was in it, it felt like it was 3 hours when it was only 40 minutes. So I think, yeah, when you're young, you don't have a concept of what 1 hour is or what 2 minutes is. You just kind of, you know, you just go. You think you have a lot of time, but as you get older, it's true. You have this tendency to know, what 1 hour is, and what like when my students tell me, "Oh, I have to talk about this subject for, for 5 minutes," and I'm like, 5 minutes. 5 minutes is long, and then they're like, "Is it though?" Because like they don't realize that 5 minutes to talk about a subject in a foreign language that they're not that comfortable with is long. I mean, even 2 minutes can feel long. So I feel like you might be right about that, Teresa. It's something, but as you're getting older, and I am getting older, so I have this tendency to, yeah, feel like things are flying by. The years like, whew. Um, let's see. Oh, it's been flying by at work. Now that's bad when it's flying by at work. It's well, that's a good thing if it's flying by at work, I guess. Oh my God, our projects are on a jet and she's riding a bike. Oh Lord. Yeah, so that might not be so good. But be that as it may, I'm still getting things done, and that's the main thing. I'm still studying my Italian. I'm still reading. I'm still reading varied amounts of things, not just reading one type of thing. So I ain't mad. It just, you always want to do more and more and more and more and more, but you can only do so much. There's only 24 hours in a day. So, you just got to live with it. It is what it is. Um, but I'm sorry to hear that, Kay. I hope you can at least, get yourself promoted from a bike to a car, at least to catch the jet. Because, girl, if your projects are on jet speed and you on bike speed, I mean, at least try to get yourself a Ferrari. I hope you can get a Ferrari at least. Um, but yeah. So have y'all bought any books? Well, I know Celeste has bought some books. Has anybody bought anything new that they want to tell us about or that they're excited about? I have not. I bought 3 books. I bought 3 French books though. 3 classics, short ones. But I haven't really bought anything else. Oh, and I bought this one not so long ago, which is the French version of the Belly of the Atlantic that I'm reading. But I haven't really purchased anything because I'm all purchased out. But I'll probably do a book haul at some point on my channel. But I know Celeste has bought some books because she did a whole book haul over on IG, which was very interesting to watch. She always buys really interesting books. Um, oh, Teresa's been doing good not buying books. Okay, girl. Going to that local library. Oh yeah, Kay got Perfect Black, which is excellent. You're gonna love that. Oh, and the Lucille Clifton one, yeah, I kind of want that one too. Now that I saw yours, I because I have the one that I was reading. I don't think I have it here with me though, but do I have it here? Yeah, I have it here. That I've been reading is this one right here. Blessing the Boats. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it so much. This is the first time me reading Lucille Clifton. So now I want to get more Lucille Clifton poetry. Oh yeah, you met Alicia D. Williams. Ooh, and you got two books signed. Very nice. Oh, and is your Aunt Ruby okay? That you had to take to the emergency room. Is she okay? I was supposed to get another poetry collection, but it hasn't arrived yet. I don't even know if it's gonna arrive at this point. Then it's late by 4 days. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that collection. Let's see. Uh, I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I don't see it. It's good. I like watching your book calls, Celeste. Weird Black Girl. Wait, let me check that out. Weird Black Girl. Who is it by? Yeah, I thought that was interesting. Yes, very small. When you said that your sister went to school with her, I was like, okay, now I wasn't expecting that. Let's see. Weird Black Girl. Is this by Elwyn Cotman? Is this what it is? It's a short story collection. Hmm. Okay. Oh wait, won the Philip K. Dick Award. So this is like what is this? Speculative fiction, science fiction. I'm gonna have to pass on that. It don't sound like my cup of tea. Yeah, I'm not surprised, but I'm not ready because I'm still back on book number 5. So doesn't matter if it's coming out in June. I probably won't read it until another year or two. So um, not ready for New Rollins. Yeah, I don't really remember seeing this one, but I see that it's won the Philip K. Dick Award, and that's sci-fi. So that's not for me. But it's not a novel. It's a short story collection. Uh, yeah, kind of, sort of. Looks like a body. Looks like a person standing up. That's a tree. Pretty weird. I read a couple poetry collections as well. Wait, let's see something. Oh, that's great. Oof. My student just wrote me and said she managed to get her test, so she's being accepted to this university for business school that she wants. And I was like, ooh, thank Jesus, because her English is terrible, but she still made it through, so that's good. Maybe they didn't count her so hard on her English. Uh, oh, you just bought the Known World. That was so good. We did a read along of that in February, and it was excellent. Excellent. That's a 5-star book. Jubilee is excellent as well. I would give it about a 4-star, even though what's her name, Viry, don't know she's a slave, but that's okay. Viry still got a. She's still struggling. She don't know she's a slave, but it's good though. Jubilee. Yeah, I haven't read that many. I wanted to read one a month, but that's not happening. I was hoping that I would read. I had another one. It was Monticello, I think it was. I was thinking maybe I'll try to read that one. I will not have time to read that. No way, no how. Not gonna happen. I thought I would. I thought I would read that one, but yeah, maybe I'll catch up and read two in a month or something to actually catch up on that. But I don't know. It's not happening. Short story collections are really like not my forte. They're not what I gravitate towards naturally. But if I can get a really good one, it's fine. But if it's not a really good one, then I get disinterested really quickly, or I'll read them and I'll like the stories, but I won't feel satiated after reading it because I'll feel like, where is the rest? What happened to this character? And that's what makes me little ticks me off with short story collections. So I don't necessarily read a ton of them because of that. But the last book I read was A Trace of Sun by Pam Williams, which was one of the which is on the Women's Prize shortlist, which isn't on the Women's Prize shortlist. Sorry, it was on the long list. Um, and before that, I finished A Soldier Sailor, which is on the short list. But I haven't really read. I don't think I've read any shorts. Never read short story collections. I read one. No, I read two. 'Cause I read Locked by Brian Washington and I read Homemade Love by J. California Cooper. Um, I only read two, so I need to get on it and read something else. One of the ones I got over there. I've got tons of short story collections. Wait, let's see. Hey Pam Pam, still finishing Restless Dolly Maunder. Okay. Then going to start All We Were Promised by Ashton Lattimore. Okay, very good. So how are you getting along with Restless Dolly Maunder? Because I know it's on the short list, but I'm just was not speaking to me. How are you feeling about it? Yeah, Jubilee's good. Thanks, Teresa. Restless Dolly Maunder. I mean, the principle of the thing of the book, I feel like it could be interesting, but there's just something about its description. It's much too generic and it sounds sedate and boring to me. So that's why I didn't put it on my list to want to read, and I maintain that. Since you're reading it, what do you think about it, Pam Pam? Because somebody said under my video, because I did a video on what I was reading from the short list, they said that they read it and they thought it was just okay, that it wasn't anything spectacular. The writing wasn't that great. Okay, so you see, you said the same thing. It's okay, just okay. You think she should have done it as a nonfiction, since it's about her oh, see, I wasn't getting good vibes. Now you understand. Now I understand why I'm not getting good vibes. It's because it's really about her grandmother, and she's writing it as a. Is she writing it as a? She's writing fiction, but she should be writing it as a nonfiction. Oh, okay, that's weird. Well, not weird. It's just that if you're going to do that, you have to do it in the right way. You have to bring the fiction, if you know what I mean. You can't write it like it's some mundane nonfiction novel and say this is nonfiction. I said this is fiction. Um, I know. Yeah, I do have Hollow Childetries. It's not that I don't know what to read. It's just that I don't gravitate. I got a whole section of short story collections. Hollow Child is over there. It's one of them. I'm just like, yeah, like mm, when I see a short story collection, they don't really rock my world like that. By Shay. Okay, Phantom said she's writing it as a fiction novel, but it's all set around her real grandmother, and I feel like she's just telling her life. This happened, then this happened. Oh, yeah. Now you see, because you can kind of tell that it's not going to be that good to describe it. That description was a much too mundane and boring to actually be something that's going to draw somebody in for a literary prize. So I'm now looking at them with the side of like, why did they pick that book? I'm not sure I understand. Kay's favorite short story collection is California Cooper. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, that's one of the ones I read was Homemade Love, but it was a reread even for me because I'd already read that one. But I feel like her stories are really they're very enjoyable because they really do feel when you finish the short story, you feel like it comes to a proper ending. And a lot of the short story collections that are coming out now do not come to proper endings. It's just not you tell a story and it ends and you're like, what the fuck happened? Like what are they doing now? Why did they do that? You have more questions than you have ending, and I don't like that. Mm, okay, so it's not bad. I wouldn't recommend it. I don't think it should be shortlisted. Yeah, well, the other lady under my video said the same. She didn't think should be shortlisted, and she thought it was just okay. One person even said went to say the writing wasn't good. So, well, I didn't plan on reading that one, Restless Dolly I'm gonna leave that one alone. I said I was gonna leave it alone in the video, and I'm gonna stand by that. I'm not planning on reading that, but I'll be reading at least the other ones. Like I did Soldier Dealer, and I thought that was fantastic. Definitely go and listen to that one. It was giving me Milkman vibes. So good. So good. Basic. Really basic. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I'm gonna take your word on that, but I'm not surprised. You number three who said it's basic. Shouldn't be on the list, but it is. Now I don't think I'll be reading the Ren. Are you gonna read the Ren? Because I know I'm not reading that one. That's another one. I have somebody gonna have to pay me and convince me to read that one. Hey, tangible reads. Exactly. So if you liked Milkman on audio, then you need to get Soldier Sailor on audio because you're gonna love it on audio. That's how I read it, and I just thought it was fantastic on audio. Had me all over the place emotionally. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. And I wouldn't be surprised if that one wins. I would not be surprised if it wins. But now I haven't read Brotherless Love yet. I haven't read Interghost yet, and those are big contenders, I think. And maybe even River East, River West. I think these three are big contenders alongside Soldier Sailor. You're tempted by the Ren instead of the Soldier Sailor. Why don't you want to read? Oh, you do want to read Interghost, yeah, because that one's going to be good. Hey, Tati made it! Yay! What are you reading, Tati? Yeah, I definitely want to read Interghost. Um, I'm not reading Dolly Monder. That's not happening. And I'm not reading the Ren. I'm just not happening. No, I'm not wasting my time. Okay, so Kay is plugging Dinner at Sam's, which is by DL, our own resident DL. Um, she said this week, and it was good. I love her male characters. Okay. Uh, okay. Tatiana said supposed to be reading the book club book read, but not happening. No problem. If it ain't happening. Don't have to happen if you don't want it to happen. Plugging our resident DL. Dinner at Sam's. Is Dinner at Sam's part of a series or is it a standalone? I need to know. Or is it a standalone? Because I have, which might be, I have, um, okay, so Teresa said Dinner at Sam's was good, but is it standalone or is it part of a series? Uh, uh, oh, it's book two. That's what I thought. So it's the experience is better though if you've read Rubies. I think it's Rubies that I have on Kindle. The first one, what is it called? It's called is it called something like Breakfast at Rubies or something like that? I can't remember. Brunch at Rubies. I'm sorry. I didn't see it. Oh, it's a companion to Brunch at Rubies. I think it's Brunch at Rubies that I have. So recurring characters, but you don't have to have read Rubies. Okay. No, I'm gonna read Ruby first because I got it. Mm, bye. Bye D. Have a good weekend. I'm gonna read Brunch at Ruby's. I'm gonna get to that one. And then then I'll get to the second one, the companion one after. Okay, Amalita said she liked Brunch at Ruby's a lot. Okay, really good. Um, I like the fact that Teresa said your characters are great because that's like if you can, I feel like that's like the duty of a writer. Like if they can get their reader to love your character or to hate their character to the core. They have won. They have won if they can do that. Okay, so Teresa says, I still think of them. They definitely feel like friends, family, and the men are yummy. Okay, you go. You've done your job, DL, because that's the main thing. Oh, okay, Amalola. She said the restaurant was a character too. She felt she was there. Okay, or was them. Yeah, there with them. Yeah. See, that's what you if you can produce characters that that your readers will love or hate to the core, or you can provide a setting that is just as lively as the characters, I think that's everything. Yeah. Because it's not easy to do, but I feel like there's some great out there where that right there has been done. I was thinking about what's it called, that book by Bernice McFadden's Gathering of Waters. That right there, the town was a character in there. Um, I have to think about that. Go back and think because there's quite a few books where you have the town is a character and it's just as important as the main characters, which is not easy to do. And when it's done, I think it's pretty brilliant writing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to go now. It's almost 7:30 Friday evening. Have a good one. Have some great reading. Have an excellent weekend, and I'll be back week. And I don't know. We'll talk about something else, bookish or movie-ish or something related. So have a good one. I will see you next week. Bye.